I remember my first time being locked up as a young man. I believe I was a little bit, I think I was 16. And my first charge was possession and possession with intent to distribute. By the time I was 18 years old, I had already, was using cocaine. I was sniffing cocaine 100 miles going north. I was using heroin every day from the time that I was almost close to 16. By the time I was 18, I was strung out on heroin. I remember the detectives telling me when I was 16, 17 years old, they said, listen, man, he said, we're gonna come back and get you. And as soon as you turn 18, we're gonna come back and lock you up. And they kept their promise. They raided my house and I was, back in jail again at the age of 18. When I first met Sherry, it was around, I believe, 1987, 1988. I remember that night coming back from New York that we were stopped. She has the drugs on her this time, but this time I have the pistol on me. We see the flashing lights come on. And next thing I know, we're in handcuffs and going down to Elizabeth County Jail. Being in solitary confinement for something that I didn't do, I think it was like a gut shot for me. But I always thought about all the stuff that I did do and didn't get caught for. And I thought that that was punishment for those things that I didn't get caught for. It gave me an opportunity to look over my life, look at all the bad decisions I had made. And it gave me the ability to not only see my past, but also to see my future of what it could be. And I remember just, praying and asking God for forgiveness, but also realizing that if I wanted to change, that I would have to change myself. There was a program there called the AMER program, and it taught African American studies. So I got involved with the AMER program and became a student and a leader in that program, and actually met one of my first mentors, which was Brother Zwadi. He taught me about Madam C.J. Walker and A.J. Gaskin and all these black millionaires, these entrepreneurs who had done some amazing work, even through Jim Crow laws. And once I learned that, I just really left Riverfront State Prison with the confidence as a black man that I can do some great things with my life, despite how I started out. So my work ethic, by the time I came home, I was, not only working a job, I was doing side jobs in the afternoon, evenings, on weekends. By then, I was working from sunup to sundown and on weekends. So I just started making that decision that, I was going to quit my job and I was going to start my first company, for which I did in 1996. I started Capital City Contracting. Until I got involved with networking and the African American Chamber of Commerce and being around different business organizations, is when my business really took off. So I began to also believe that I can amass millions of dollars in real estate. So I began to work in that area. Wow. I have 3 businesses right now. Fax Group Construction and Design, which is the spin-off of Capital City Contracting. Fax Group Real Estate Development, which is our real estate arm. And From the Block to the Boardroom LLC, which is the book and my speaking engagement, but also is the entrepreneurship program that we've created to help ex-offenders start and run their own business. Being able to work with brothers right now who are in business, and sisters who are realizing their dream as ex-offenders and running their business, I think it's just so important. There's just nothing more satisfying to be able to work with these young men and women and be able to encourage them and be able to show them that they can be legitimate business owners. Wow, if I had to give you some of my greatest moments, it would be a list. There's just so many. First African American to be awarded Entrepreneur of the Year by the Princeton Chamber of Commerce. Being one of unprecedented 900 nominees, being one of Obama's White House Champions of Change in 2013. Just last year, one of 25 most influential African Americans in the state of New Jersey, alongside Senator Booker and Mayor Ross Barack. So many things that has transpired since I left prison in 1993 that I can't put my finger on one thing that has been the greatest. I think there's been many great moments in my life, and I think there's many more to come. From the block to the boardroom.